Our first presenter is a McDavid Professor of Creative Writing at the University of Houston, an award-winning author of poetry, short stories, children's fiction, and 17 novels. Chitra Divakaruni's work has appeared in Atlantic Monthly, The New Yorker, and the Best American Short Stories. Two of her best-selling books, The Mistress of Spices and Sister of My Heart, are now acclaimed films. Fueled by her own experiences, Dr. Divakaruni's work takes readers on a literary journey exploring South Asian identity, contemporary American culture, and a hybrid of immigration, multi-generational family ties, mystical realism, and multiculturalism. Tonight, will her words bring us, in just 5 minutes or less, to a new land, to a new idea, to a new identity? Please welcome Chitra Divakaruni.
My topic today is a particularly thorny one, which has recently roused a great deal of fear and anxiety in our society and some debate as well: immigration. But since I'm a writer, I'm just going to present you with 2 poems on this subject and let you come to your own conclusions. My poems deal with the Indian-American immigration experience. The first poem, before that, I want to tell you that I took my title from a Langston Hughes poem, I Too Sing America, where Langston Hughes, wonderful poet, talks about the African-American experience. And I changed my title a little bit, We Too Sing America, because I'm trying to record the experiences of many people, multiple voices, but also I want us here to remember that almost all of us are involved in the adventure of immigration. Even in this room, the vast majority of us are either immigrants ourselves or we are the descendants of immigrants. Together we make America the beautiful, complicated, and yes, great country that it is. My first poem is titled The Garba. It is set right here in our wonderful multicultural city of Houston, and it's about a festival that the Indian American community performs each year, celebrates each year, and there's a very ancient dance that is part of this celebration. It's called the Garba, and that's the title of this poem. The 9 sacred nights of Navaratri, we dance the Garba. Light glances off the smooth wood floor of the gym, festooned with mango leaves from the Rio Grande. The drummers have begun, and the old women singing of Krishna and the milkmaids. Their high keening is an electric net, pulling us in, girls who have never seen the old land. This October night, we have shed our jeans for long skirts, pulled back permed hair in braids, traded nail polish and mascara for henna on our hands, coal under our eyes. Our hips move like water to the drums. Thin as hibiscus petals, our skirts swirl up as we swing and turn. A string of anemones flung forward and back by an unseen tide. The old ones sing of the 10-armed goddess. The drums pound faster in our belly. Our feet glide on smooth wood. Our arms are darts of light. Dance sweat burns sweet on our lips. We clap hot palms like thunder. And the mango branches grow into trees. Under our flashing feet, the floor is packed black soil. Damp faces gleam and flicker in torchlight. The smell of harvest hay is thick and narcotic in our throat. We spin and spin back to the villages of our mothers' mothers. Houston and India dance together inside our leaping hearts. So this was a contemporary poem told in the voices of young women who are 2nd generation, maybe 3rd generation. Now I'm going to take you back to 1940 in California. And this is the year when one of the earliest groups of Indian American women immigrants will come from India to Yuba City, where their husbands have been working for 30 years building the railroads, but they weren't allowed to come until now because of immigration laws. The brides come to Yuba City. The sky is hot and yellow, filled with blue screaming birds. The train heaved us from its belly and vanished in shrill smoke. Now only the tracks gleam dull in the heavy air, a ladder to eternity, each receding rung cleaved from our husband's ribs. Mica flecked, the platform dazzles, burns up through thin chapel soles, lurches like the ship's dark hold, blurred month of nights, smell of vomit, a porthole like the bleached iris of a giant unseeing eye. Red-veiled, we lean into each other. Behind us, the black wedding trunks, shiny, stenciled with strange men names our bodies do not fit into. Mrs. Baldev Joel, Mrs. Kanwal Benz. Inside, bright salwar kameezes scented with sandalwood. Labeled in our mother's hesitant hands, packets of seeds, methi, karela, saag, to burst from this new soil like green stars. Here are the men, their slow, uneven approach. We crease our eyes through the veil's red film, cannot breathe. 30 years since we saw them, or never, like Harvinder, married last year at Hoshiarpur to her husband's photo, which she clutches tight to her to stop the shaking. The platform is endless wide. The men walk and walk without advancing, their lined, wavering mouths, their eyes like drowning lights. We cannot recognize a single face. Thank you.